Hello, everyone. My name is Kaitlyn Nooner, and this is Melissa Tree, and we are going to give you guys a rundown today on how to make money with Monat selling beauty products and give you actual tangible numbers that we're really excited to share. So make sure you stick around for that. But first, we want to introduce ourselves and kind of tell you how long we've been doing this, why we do this, what it's done for our lives, because I think so many people see all these different ways of making money online. And sometimes you need just to be able to connect with somebody for it to make sense with you. And that's definitely what has happened with us. So I'm going to let Mel kick us off with her story because, funny enough, back in 2018, her sharing her story is actually what prompted me to do this alongside of her. So it's really important for you guys to know why she started. So go ahead, Mel.
Hi, everyone. My name is Melly. I have been with Monat, so like Kaitlyn said, since July of 2018. So I'll take you back to that summer. At the time, I was working as an ICU nurse. I was working night shifts. I was working like 4 nights a week because your girl likes to make money. I would pick up overtime shifts as much as I could. I was working night shift for that $1 extra an hour. I was a charge nurse for that $1 extra an hour. So I was trying to maximize my time in the hospital. Although I hated my time in the hospital, I was honestly pretty miserable. It was a very obviously stressful job. I hated being away from my family, my now fiance and our dog overnight. I hated leaving, and I knew that this wasn't going to be sustainable for me. Something that really opened my eyes. I remember having a conversation with one of the women on my units, and she told me that she had been working on my unit longer than I had been alive. And I was like, oh gosh, like this, I can't do this. And it kind of stopped me in my tracks. And so I was like, I need to find a plan B. I need to create an income for myself to allow me to get out of the hospital and retire from nursing. And so that's what I did. I found Monat kind of randomly. I was on a run before going into a night shift, and I was listening to an entrepreneurial podcast. And I heard a girl talking about network marketing in a way that I had never heard someone speak about it before. And it just landed with me. And it was just like an aha moment, a light bulb went off, and I was like, this is a solution. And so I got home from my run. I started Googling right away. I was like, I want in. I actually bought my product pack, signed up within like an hour of even hearing about the company. And the rest is history. Honestly, I took the opportunity and ran with it. I was able to match my income as a nurse, which had been my career for, it was 4 years at the time. I was able to match my income within my first 4 months. And I was like, hold up. Like I just made the same amount of money selling shampoo on the internet as I do working my butt off, literally saving humans' lives overnight in a career that I went to school for. Like that's actually crazy. And it motivated me even more. I like maxed out our bonus structure in the first like 3 months of the business and went on to earn my car in 9 months. And honestly, it absolutely changed my life. On the day that I earned my Cadillac, my now fiance was in a really, really severe motorcycle accident, and he required like around the clock care. And I was able to retire from nursing to take care of him, save his life, help him recover and heal. And I have been full time with Monat ever since. So it's 5 years now, actually. It'll be 5 years since I retired from nursing this upcoming July. So that is my story.
So good. And now you live in, I
Oh,
always,
yeah. So even more of our story.
yeah.
Since retiring from nursing, we have now been able to buy our dream home at the beach. We live a mile and a half from the beach, and it's all because of Monat. I honestly, just to be completely transparent, I would never have been able to afford this house on my nursing salary. Especially not, while taking care of my fiance and helping him learn how to walk again and all the things that we've done in the last 5 years. And so now, yeah, I have Monat to thank for literally every aspect of my life. And I'm so, so grateful.
So good. So good. Okay, so now I have to follow that. This is the crazy part is everything that Mel talked about, I got to witness and I got to be a part of with her, which is just really special. And I think is like a huge reason why we're still here and growing our businesses together side by side. But when she said that she jumped in with Monat in July of 2018, I jumped in September. So I watched her for 2 months. And I didn't know what she was doing exactly. If you guys have been around social media at all for an extended period of time, you'll know pre-pandemic, like 2018, 2019, so much was like attraction marketing of like people wouldn't say the name of what we were doing. It was just kind of like secretive, and she was killing that. And so I essentially asked like, hey, I remember exactly where I was. She does too. I was in my fifth wheel trailer here at my parents' house. My husband was away at trade school. I was our only income working at a financial advising office. I video messaged her saying, hey, what are you doing like online now? I see you talking about this hair stuff, and like your hair seems to be getting better, and I just saw you talk about these bonuses. Do these things go together? And I remember her response. She was coming out of night shift. She's on the East Coast, I'm on the West Coast, so our times we're obviously different. She was coming out of night shift, and she sends a message back. She's like, oh my gosh, yeah, and it's so fun. Like, it's literally hair products, and I get to just like be a woman and like put myself together and share them. And I literally remember being like, this is it. this
I'm
is it
in.
for me.
Yeah.
It was such an easy yes, that I immediately was like, how do I do it? And she showed me that you literally just buy a bundle of products, you pick them. And back then in 2018, our selection was quite different than the selection that we have now in 2024. But you pick a bundle of products and you start sharing them, you start selling them. So I talked to my husband. I ended up having to put it on a credit card because, again, I was the only income. And we had $33,000 in credit cards already stacked up. And so that for me was not something I shared right away with Mel, but it was definitely I have to have a conversation because I'm about to max this other one out with this, $200 purchase. But I just knew that this could be the ticket for me. Just like Mel said, that was her ticket out of the hospital. This could be a ticket for me to pay some bills and stop the debt cycle. Little did I know that not only would it stop the debt cycle, but it would take me out of the office because I matched my income as well in about the same time frame as Mel. That next year, when the accident happened with her fiance, I was completely working this business on its own alongside of her as well, and we just continued to grow and grow and grow and grow, and here we are. And so, in that time frame of taking myself out of the corporate office, I started this for wanting $280 to pay for our Verizon bill. I was like, if I could do that, like that would relieve a lot. That's all I saw it for. So I say this because we're going to show you some numbers today that you're going to be like, wow. And if that hypes you up, like we're so hyped with you, but also understand like it all starts with one sale. Like it all starts with one share, one sell, one purchase. And from there you can grow and build. And the unlimited potential is truly unlimited. So again, I say this because what started as $280 that I wanted to make ended up paying off our $33,000 in credit card debt, in 16 months without me having to do some sort of crazy budgeting lifestyle. I just still lived my life. I got my eyebrows microbladed that year. I traveled everywhere. I did all the things, and I paid that debt off. And for us, it's just been such a blessing. Just like Mel said, this is what I do full time as well. I'm able to travel and live on my own terms. I call myself a stay-at-home wifey because we don't have kids yet, but one day when we do, I'll have this as my business in my back pocket, and this is what we love to do. So now we're going to show you guys what it looks like to actually make the money. Melly, do you have anything else you want to say before I kick off this little segment?
I was just going to add, as Kaitlyn shares her screen here, I was just going to say, as you see these numbers, keep in mind that I was someone like, who on earth is going to buy shampoo from me? Like, I truly was like, maybe my mom would switch her products, maybe my sister, like I have a couple aunts, like maybe I could get them. And now, years later, I'm leading an organization of over 10,000 people who are using Monat products. And so I just want to put that bug in your ear that even if right now you're like, I don't talk about hair on social media. I don't do my makeup on social media. Don't worry. Like women, I say that it's like girl code. When women find high quality products that make them feel confident and like literally transform their beauty for the better, we tell our friends about it. That is literally girl code. And so why not get paid to do something that's so organic and natural to us as women? I want you to have your business. I have my shirt, serious businesswoman. I want you to have your business thinking cap on right now as you look at these numbers that Kaitlyn's going to present.
So good. Something I will say too before we go into this, I do a little bit of a breakdown of some different things that you could sell potentially to add up to the numbers. But I want to also encourage you that we are no longer just a hair care company. We started that way. We are globally the number one in that industry, but we also have an incredible skincare line, an incredible skincare makeup. That's what Mel and I both are wearing. We are Monat head to toe, body care, all the
Literally.
things. So like this can easily be segued into your livelihood of living and your beauty needs in whatever way that is. So if you're like, I'm not a hair girly, which by the way, you should see, I wish I could share a way of our befores because we were not hair girlies. Mel's actually on a curly girl training right now. Her hair has been phenomenal. Mine phenomenal. So again, I share that because I am specifically going to be showing a few examples about hair care, but it doesn't have to be just hair care. So let's jump into this. Let me share the screen with you guys so that you can see. So we are going to do showing me the money. Let me make sure this works. Can you see that, Melly?
Yep.
Are we good? Okay, amazing. So let's go over showing me the money. So first and foremost, if you can't see this print because you're watching on your phone, totally okay. Down here is just an income disclosure statement. And if you've ever wondered, like, why can these girls online not just show the freaking paycheck that they have? Believe us, we are frustrated by it too, because we want to be able to show you, but we are regulated by the FTC, which is actually a great thing, you guys. The reason we are regulated is because this is a sales industry. This is a sales business. Your income is based off of your efforts and what you sell. So one person can't say, yeah, this is exactly what you're going to make if your efforts, your network, your sales look different. So that is down here because everything that I'm going to show you, everything that I'm going to show you is based off of our compensation plan and the facts that are actually here. Okay. So you can do the math. You could literally do the math for yourself with made up numbers based off of our compensation plan and see what your potential is. This screenshot here is from our compensation plan. That is public knowledge. You can literally go to Google and type in Monat compensation plan, and you will see this along with a whole big grid because there's way more ways to be paid than just this. But today, we're going to talk about what it's like to be a super seller and to be somebody who's literally just selling the crap out of the products. Okay, so we have built large organizations. We love mentoring people. We would love to mentor you. We love to teach and to grow and to be that person for you. But we also know some people want to come in here and they want to just sell the heck out of the shampoo. Like they want to sell the heck out of the lippies, right? Or like whatever. Our compensation plan rewards you for that. And there's a lot that make you have certain quotas, whatever, not here. So today we're going to be going over what that could look like for you and what potential could be. So I wanted to grab this from our, what we call a back office. We're able to see essentially a leaderboard of company-wide what's happening on a day-to-day basis, on a month-to-month basis. So I took this screenshot and it's top market partners in VIP enrollments. And we have some people out here killing the game right now. So I'm going to feature Abigail. She has just been crushing, like seriously, she slays. And so I wanted to break down her numbers of what potentially her income could be looking like. Now, when I say potentially, it's because I don't know what her commissionable volume is because I don't know exactly what products she's selling, but I'm using it based off of numbers that we have in the back office and that you could actually make. Okay. So when you see these, just know that I'm pulling from the compensation plan, but I don't know her exact cart that she's selling, but we're using the 69 VIPs right here that she has enrolled. Now, also take a look at this. We have second place at 44, third place at 39, and then the rest of the top 10 here varies, okay? This is the top in the company right now, but we also have people within our organizations. Like I can feature my girl, Jackie Grayson. She does about 12 new VIPs every month, consistently, every single month. And this is something that is really up to you, right? Maybe you're somebody who's like, well, I can consistently help 4 new customers. Amazing. That's compounds. Maybe you're somebody who's like, I can help 25, I can help 2,000, whatever. This is a whole, I guess what I'm trying to say is like, there's a range. There's a range is what I'm trying to say. So let's break this down. Going back to this real quick, we're going to cover this retail bonus here. You make a 30% commission off of retail customers and 15% off of VIPs. Now, I want to encourage you, you're going to look at that and go, oh, well, I want the higher commission. Duh. I want the 30% commission, but I actually want to encourage you that you want the 15 because your customer is going to have sales as a VIP customer. They're going to have free shipping as a VIP customer. They're going to have free products and they're going to have an account under you that they can come back and order through whenever they want. So we want that residual income. So you want to be helping people become a VIP customer because it not only helps them, but it helps you too. So we're basing this next slide off of this 15%. Okay. So Abigail has helped 69 new customers this month. On each sale, she earns 15% commission of the commissionable volume. Okay. So let's say she did a $100 cart worth of products and $80 of that was commissionable. She made $12 in commissions. Let's say she did a $250 cart, 200 of it was commissionable, $30 in commissions. Now, because I know that how Abby sells, I'm going with the higher number here. And I did this per VIP. Okay. So 69 VIPs, let's say she has 200 in the commissionable volume. That is $13,800. That is commissionable. 15% of that is $2,070 in straight Friday paychecks of commissions based on that one-time sale from each of those 69 people. This is a huge deal because other platforms like to Know It, Amazon, etc., give you anywhere from 1% to 3% on your sales. So you could sell to 69 people and you could make a third of this, maybe. Maybe. I saw one of my friends actually just post. She has about 50,000 followers and she put stuff in her to Know It and she made $34 in the month of people clicking on it. And I thought, oh my gosh, this makes sense in the way that they're not buying her clothing, they're not buying her things, but the kickback is not as big as it could be with network marketing, selling things like money. So we know right here, $2,070 based off of just the commissionable volume. Now, I'm going to go back a slide. We're going to go over the VIP acquisition. For every 4 VIPs that you enroll in a calendar month, you get a $60 bonus, and this keeps rolling. Like, you can do as many of these as you want. So I actually broke that down here. So 69 VIPs divided by 4, because every 4 we're going to get that bonus, is 17.25. So I just took it down to 17. Times that by 60, that's $1,200 in the VIP acquisition bonus. Okay, that's a bonus. That's not even the commissions, right? Going back over $2,000 in the commissions, $1,000 in a bonus, but then there's more. Let's go back. We're going to go over this super seller bonus. This is a huge advancement, and this is something that the industry does not do. Okay, this is essentially saying you're crushing it. Let us reward you again. It's really interesting for me to see because my husband is in corporate sales and they actually do things like this. So it's really cool to see the crossover, but not many network marketing companies offer this. So when you sell between these thresholds, you get an extra percentage at the end of the month on your sales. If you look here, this W by retail bonus means this is a weekly paycheck and these two are monthly. Okay, so that first number I gave you of 2,000, that would come in weekly paychecks split up by when those orders came in. These two are going to come on a monthly bonus check. Okay. So based off of what she's selling, she's going to get this extra percentage, which you're going to see in a second. I'm going to go over 15% because she's far over this $10,000 in personal sales. So here we go. Because Abigail continues to nurture her customers, she has personal sales ranging from 30,000 to 60,000 a month. This has nothing to do with anyone that she has helped start their business, nothing to do with anyone in her team. This is her selling products, okay? These clients come back and order on their own whenever they want, accumulating in return orders because she continues to help new customers and that new volume continues to grow as well. Let's say Abigail has 30K personal sales. I wanted to go on the low end of this range, which by the way, I've seen her post what her sales are on her social media. So I know this to be true. She is in the highest bracket for the super seller with a 15% bonus. So if you do that math, 30,000 in personal sales times a 15% super seller bonus is $4,500 in super sales bonus. Okay. Now let's add it all up. Combining them all together, we have the $2,070 in the commissions, which are weekly paychecks. We have the $1,020 in the VIP acquisition and the $4,500 for the VIP bonus. Abigail is making roughly $7,500 on her personal sales in a month. This has nothing to do, again, I just need to emphasize, on growing a team, on mentoring anyone. This is simply selling products, being able to help people have a customized routine and nurturing those customers. It is phenomenal what is happening here. Okay. The fact that you can do this from the comfort of your home on your phone, it hypes me up. I mean, this is doctor's salary here. Like, are you kidding me? It's so good. Okay. So let's look at somebody else on this board. I wanted to give you guys obviously the number 1 spot, and then also somebody who's crushing but is on the top 10 spot here. Faith Drew, doing the same exact thing for her. I just didn't break it up over screens. She's making about $570 in commissions based off their initial sale on her weekday paychecks. I'm sorry, weekly paychecks. She's making $240 on the VIP acquisition, and then she's making about $1,500 from the super seller bonus if she had about 10,000 in volume, which I've seen her also post on social media, and I've seen it be much more than that, but I wanted to go on the low end of knowing where they kind of sit. So Faith is making roughly $2,300 again, just on her personal sales. So fire. I love this because talk about having ownership of what you're doing on your social media, your in-person business, just your business in general. You get to determine this. This is not based off of anybody else. So what did I write here? Could beauty product sales be your way of adding income to your family? For us, it was a yes. Mel, do you want to tell people what we always say about how this is just fun? Oh, you're muted. Hold on.
Sorry.
You're good.
It honestly is so fun, and it feels so freeing to just be able to do girly things and make an income. I think there's a lot of talk out there about like boss babing too hard and getting burnt out and hustling too hard. But what if this could feel super feminine and flowy and beautiful and empowering? Like, how empowered would you feel if you were talking about beauty products on social media, bringing in $7,000 a month? Like that's female empowerment right there, like, and I'm so passionate about helping women bring money into their household. Times are hard right now. Like, inflation is absolutely crazy. And, I think men are really stressed out about the state of our country and our economics, especially. And so for us as women to be able to do something that feels so fun, so fluid, so flowy, so empowering, and be able to make a difference in our families, like that is, that's gold. Like I remember when we first started this business and I was like, I feel like I have my hands on gold. It's now like tenfold that, like truly. We had a call a few weeks ago and learned of this woman who was a teacher, and she really, really wanted to retire from teaching. And her mentor was like, just make your personal sales enough so that you could replace your teaching salary. And she was like, done. And she told us that she focused on one product. All she focused on was one product, our Rejuvenique oil, and has built such a large customer base just by educating people about that one product that she was able to match her salary as a teacher and retire from teaching. And so this is like literally life-changing. The products themselves, the income potential, and the opportunity to do something from home on your own time, something that you're already doing. Like, I was already going to wash my hair today. I was already going to style my hair today, and I just had my tripod up and I literally didn't even say anything. I had music blasting in my bathroom and I just danced around as I put in my curly girl routine and I posted it to my stories. That's work. And so if you're doing things for your beauty routine and you could be making money doing it, like, why not?
Good. So good. Okay, so that being said, this is perfect little segue. Mel talked about her name's Erin, the teacher, and she focused on one product, selling that and helping people start their routines. And so I wanted to give you guys just a little example of what this could actually break down to be. So if you were looking to shoot for really what's the first goal in your Monate income business, $1,200 in sales could look like this. That's 11 IR clinical systems. Okay. That's a shampoo, a conditioner, and a serum for your hair. Or I'm sorry, did I say 11? I meant 7. That's 7 IR clinical systems. That is 12 of those rejuvenate oils that Mel's talked about. Maybe you're a skincare girly. That is 4 Be Gentle skincare routines would put you at that 1,200 in sales. And then you can do the math based off the compensation plan where that would put you with a super seller bonus, with commissions, etc. This also continues on. I use the same products just for an example for 2,400 in sales. That's 13 systems of the IR clinical. That's 23 oils, or that's 8 skincare systems through the Be Gentle line. And then again, here with the $4,000 in personal sales, that's 22 IR clinical systems, 39 rejuvenate oils, and 13 Be Gentle systems. So now it's your time to get started. Now is the time to ask the questions that you have, whoever sent this to you, so that you can get them answered. But for us, this was a no-brainer. We still, 5, almost 6 years in, believe that it is a no-brainer. I'm going to stop this share so I can come back and see you. And we're super excited to be able to show other women exactly how to do this, how we have made this our career, and how we are still very loud and proud and Monate strong. So without anything else, Mel, do you have anything to say?
No, I would just encourage you, if you're still here watching this all the way through to the end, I would just say that there's probably a reason for that. And to just to help you feel empowered in trusting your intuition and to make moves that's going to change your life. Like I literally wouldn't be in my dream home by the beach if I didn't trust my intuition and say, like, I need to do this. I just remember at the beginning, I was like, that company is going places with or without me. And like, I'm not sitting on the sidelines for this. Like, I want to be a part of that. And it was hands down the best decision that I've ever made in my life. And so we would love to help you feel empowered in making the best decision that could change your life forever.
So good. Thank you guys for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.